Peace and love, beautiful souls. This is Layla Wind, chosen goddess. Happy Lionsgate portal. For those that know about the Lionsgate, they know about it. If you don't, you're about to learn a little bit about it today. And today I wanted to share with you all 8 beautiful rituals to harness the energies of the Lionsgate, which is a powerful, powerful planetary alignment between Sirius, the Orion constellation, as well as Earth and the Sun. It is such a powerful day to harness our abundance, but not just financial abundance, our spiritual abundance, our mental abundance, our emotional abundance. Big emphasis on spiritual abundance, because to me, that's where it all starts. So I have 8 different rituals, different manifestation techniques. And when I say manifestation techniques, I don't want this to be all about just what we can materialize. Yes, that's a big part of the human experience, and recognizing how we can materialize and experience our most ideal reality. But it really is about that experiencing the most loving, the most peaceful, the most happy reality that we can experience in this life. So that's really what it's about. So I have some notes and we're gonna go through them one by one. So bear with me. So the first Lionsgate ritual, and I will say embodiment to practice, is to choose to live from the heart no matter what. And I know it's so much easier said than done, but the lions rule over the heart. They also rule over the ego. But it's interesting, the ego is necessary in the human experience. And when we're in our heart space, our ego works in harmony with that. And so when we're choosing to live in the heart, we're choosing to find our joy and focus on that. We're also choosing to have compassion and unconditional love for others. And we're also learning how to put ourselves first, not from a place of selfishness, but from a place of honoring and pouring into the mind, body, and spirit and emotional body. So that way we can really pour from an overflowing cup, so to speak, right? So yes, choosing to live from the heart, emphasis on choosing, because we always have a choice. Choose to live from the heart, choose to be your highest and best self. And yes, that is definitely what the energies of today is calling us to do. The second one is be unapologetic in your love and light. Huge. We just had a podcast on that. Me and my other beloved souls, Indigo and Kim. We just did a podcast on our Golden Age Goddess podcast channel. Please check that out. All about being unapologetic in your love and light. And just to kind of like sum that up, speak your truth, be your truth. Seek harmony and stop people pleasing. Please your heart and your soul. That is what being unapologetic in your love and light is all about. It's not from a place of wounded ego. It's about listening to your heart, listening to your soul, trusting yourself, and expressing that. So that is very, very key. Being unapologetic. And again, if you haven't checked out that podcast, there's so many gems in there. We have closed out the Golden Age Goddess podcast. However, there's still so much content for you to reference. And that is our final and last episode of the season. So please check it out. You will love it. The third one is choose joy no matter what. Another one that is easier said than done. But it's very possible. Again, there is an emphasis on choosing. We get to choose. So when you're choosing joy no matter what, if you're feeling anger, sadness, depression, jealousy, whatever it is, feel it, express it healthily, and release it and return to your joy. That is what it's about. We are here on this planet to experience joy. There's so much suffering in the world, and we really need to shift from being addicted to suffering and focusing only on the suffering. We need to focus on our joy. What brings us joy from a soul level, not egoic joy, not drugs, not partying all the time, not, and again, no, I'm not even gonna say that. Y'all know what I was about to say. It's old. And at the same time, what really lights your soul up? Healthy joy. Let's just say that. Healthy joy, soul-fulfilling joy that makes you feel good and causes harm to none. So that is big. The next one is honor your intuition. Huge. A big part of the Lion's Gate is to tune into self and to reflect on self and to reflect on what we're feeling and the energies and to connect and to tune in and to fine tune our lives. And when we honor our intuition, that's when our spiritual gifts awaken even more. So it's so beautiful to cultivate your intuition. Again, we also have another podcast on that, of the art of intuitive discernment. Check that out as well. Lots of beautiful gems. And yes, the art of intuitive discernment is huge. So yeah, tune into your intuition, use it, honor it, meaning listen to yourself, trust yourself. Oh my God, I can't tell you how many times, even to this day, I have not fully honored my intuition. And sure enough, something comes up and it's like, oh, you already knew that. So yes, tune into self, check your intuition, check yourself, and that is a beautiful way to use the energies of the Lion's Gate. The next one is to create a spiritual life that puts the divine first. Yes, and yes. To me, this is number one. I don't know why it's not number one on the list. So yes, please trust yourself in, I'm thinking about the last question. Yes. Please put the divine first, meaning operate with integrity to the soul. Live in integrity. Connect to your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your higher self. Connect to the lion beings. Connect to, whoever, all beings of the highest love and light. And I would say emphasis on connecting to your higher self, because you are your own guidance system. Connect to the ascended masters, whoever you want to connect with it, whether it's Master Yeshua, some of you know him as Jesus. If you want to connect to your ancestors or someone that's passed on, we can do that through meditation. Meditation is the easiest, I would say, simplest way. I wouldn't say necessarily easy all the time, because, the mind can run amok. However, if we tune in and we take a moment to sit still and to have that deep connection with spirit, and also everything is spiritual. Everything can be spiritual. When we're learning, we're growing, and we're returning to love. We're returning to the heart. We're returning to our soul. So yes, connect to your intuition. The next one is get clear on what you want to experience. This is a juicy one. A lot of times we don't even know what we desire and what we want to experience in life and what lights our soul on fire. So it's so important that we get crystal clear, journal, again, meditate on it, write it down. And once you get clear on it, focus on how it makes you feel. Focus on how it makes you feel. And because again, that's the highest timeline for you and beyond, because, it's about what we want for our lives, right? Which is true, but sometimes ego can creep into there. But also it's working with the divine. It's working with our angels. It's working with our ancestors, because the divine, there's our plan and then there's God's plan, right? There's the divine's plan. So get clear on what you desire, and yes, and open your heart up and open your soul up to that, and then meditate on it and feel it and visualize it at least 8 minutes a day. Emphasis on the energy of 8, because it's the 8-8 portal, right? It's the Lion's Gate portal. So take 8 minutes, which goes by so fast, especially when you're in that vibration of feeling so good in your highest timeline. It literally goes by in a blink. So yeah, take that time to nourish your soul, to nourish your heart, and to trust in the divine and know that your highest timeline is here for you. And then the last one, definitely certainly not least, is heart-based action. This is one of the 8 daily essentials, and I had to include it on this list of ways to harness the Lion's Gate portal energy, because heart-based action is what it's all about. It's about getting out of your comfort zone. If you look at the lions, they're courageous. They fear nothing. And a lot of us human beings, we're living in some way, shape, or form to some degree in fear. Fear of being seen, fear of whatever, fear of rejection, fear of life our dream life not happening for us, or fear of like we're not good enough. Whatever these derivatives are variations of fear, these variants of fear are, when we take that heart-based action, we face that fear head on. And again, small steps. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be, if that's what you're feeling called to. Maybe you're called to just jump all in and take a huge step. Or maybe you're called to take a small step, but tune into that heart-based action, which is all about getting out of the comfort zone, facing your fears head on. And if you're the type of person that you may be operating from a lot of trauma in the body, in the mind, maybe you need to take very small steps, and that is beautiful. And there's a saying that when you take one step, the universe, the divine, takes 10 steps for you. So get out of your comfort zone, do the heart-based action, and those are my 8 tips. I hope I didn't miss any of them. So I'm just kind of going over one more time. We have choose to live from the heart, absolutely. Be unapologetic in your love and light. This is the one I forgot. Let go and let God. That's a huge one. So we're going to end with that. Let go and let God. That is another energy of the Lionsgate portal, is to trust in the divine, to trust in yourself, even when everything around you may be saying otherwise. Maybe you have every reason to be fearful. Maybe things are not working out for you right now. Maybe you're around the wrong people. Maybe there's been a delay in your manifestations. I'm here to tell you, so what? So what? It's okay. And when I say so what, it doesn't mean we shouldn't care about it. But what I am saying is that there's a level of trust and surrender that is necessary in order to truly manifest what we really not only want to manifest, but what we need. And if we can just remember that we are protected, we are safe, we are loved. And even though it may not always feel like it, trust me, I understand. I understand. I know firsthand how it feels when you're going through so much energetically with other people, whatever it is. But just know in your heart, if you really tune in deep down, you just know you're going to be fine, especially if you're being of love, you're being of purity, you're being of genuinity, and you truly want the best for not only yourself, but for all of humanity. You are indeed protected. And what a time to be alive in this age of awakening. What a time to be alive in this age of ascension. So yes, let go and let God. We're going to end it there. And yes, choose joy no matter what. Honor your intuition. Create a spiritual life that puts the divine first. Get clear on what you want to experience and visualize it and feel it. And take heart-based action. All right, my loves. I hope this feels so good to your heart and soul. And I hope this resonates to those that it resonates with. And I'm sending you all so much love, peace, love, happiness, and abundance on this beautiful Lionsgate portal. All right, talk to you all soon. Peace.